What is going on, my friend out there on YouTube? Welcome to the video. My name is Brando Olinick, and you're going to want to pay close attention to this video. I'm going to share with you a couple ideas I have when it comes to the best ways to actually promote your blog on the internet. And if you're looking at this to increase your traffic, I'm just going to tell you, because there's so many ideas out there, I'm going to just share with you just kind of like 2 or 3, all right? Probably 2 max, because I don't want to overwhelm you and confuse you. And these are just the best ones up and off the top of my head. You can take these ideas, you can leave them, but they do work. They've worked for me, all right? And that is, you can do either free or paid, all right? Obviously, paid is the best way to promote your blog, doing like Facebook PPC, YouTube ads, all right? They're the best, fastest way you can actually go out there and promote your blog. But if you don't have a big budget, and you don't know how to do that yet, I would encourage doing and learning free methods of marketing. Now, you can do this in multiple different forms and fashions. What you can do is, when you have your blog, obviously making sure your blog is talking about specific content, health and wellness, nutrition stuff, or if that's not your niche, if it's about, rollerblading, skating, and hockey, then talking about just that. But you want to talk about a specific niche and idea. That way you can attract that audience to you. When you have that niche down, the best way to promote that content is you want to write at least 1,000 words on each blog post that you have. If not, then you're not going to have enough to get Google indexing your site, all right? Google's not going to go through your site and actually index it and rank it in the search engines. But that's not what's going to get you traffic. I've seen a lot of people post really good 1,000-word blogs and not have anyone actually come to their site. Nobody's coming to their site. They're posting content, and it's like you need some kind of magical, mystical key in order to get someone to comment on your post. You just want someone to comment on your post and see it. And the only person that's doing that is maybe a friend that every so often comes and checks on you a couple months to see and post a comment, just because they feel bad for you and think you're nuts. I don't know if you can relate, but I've been in that same position. So the best free tip I'll give you is leverage social media, but a lot of people, they do this the wrong way. What do? They go out there and they spam people. You do not want to do this, and that's what everyone does, okay? You don't want to spam people your link to your blog. What you want to do and elevate yourself just above the crowd and above all your competition out there is do the complete opposite. All right, what do I mean by that? Simply put, if you're going to do free methods of marketing to promote your blog, the best way to do this is engaging on your target market's audience, all right? Being engageful on their content, on your target market's audience and the content around that audience. What do I mean? Well, you can go on sites like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and you can search up tags. Tags are just keywords that are related to the content that a person uploaded on that social media platform. So if someone took a picture of ice cream and, it just was ice cream and they put chocolate ice cream in there as a hashtag, that means when you search up chocolate ice cream, that picture, that piece of content, it's going to show up in the search results, okay? Which means if you're in the ice cream niche and you're talking about ice cream on your blog, that means you can engage on that person's content. And what you would do is not spam your link on their content. You would click on their content and you would message them. You would engage on their content, compliment them, ask them what they liked about it. Was it their first time going to that specific store, or what store did they go to actually get that ice cream? All right. And then how was their experience with it? How long have they been, liking that specific flavor? Have they always liked that specific flavor? Okay, and then what you can do is, if they'd like to learn how to, let's say your blog post is how to make your own chocolate ice cream, what you can do is then say, hey, have you ever tried to make your own chocolate ice cream? Well, yeah, I did, okay, and this conversation can take anywhere from 5 minutes to 3 minutes, all right, with an individual, okay, and it just elevates yourself above the competition. Instead of spamming someone, you're actually talking to them and being human, and it makes you feel a lot better too. And then what you can do is, all right, if they said, yeah, I've tried it before, but it messed up, I didn't know what I was doing at the end, I forgot to add milk and icing sugar and all this stuff. Okay, well, I don't know if you'd be interested, but I just made a blog post about how to make chocolate ice cream, and I figured I'd throw it your way, and I'd love to know your feedback after you're done. So if you want, what you can do is check it out. I'll send you the link, and then let me know. Put a comment down after. That way they're posting a comment on your blog, which is it's going to increase traffic too. It's going to show up on their newsfeed, okay? And this is going to engage more people coming to your site. But that's one way you can do it, okay? Engaging on someone's content, getting to know them, and then directing them to your site, to your other piece of content that can actually help them out if they need help with something. And how you find out if they need help, you ask questions, all right? You find out why, their experiences, and much more. So I hope that makes sense, guys. I know this is a very quick, overview, but if you just take what I just shared with you and you just keep it simple and you applied this without getting into too much detail, you can go out there and absolutely crush it. The only complicated, complex stuff is when you start to overanalyze and confuse things, thinking that it has to be an exact process that you need to say and talk to a person on, and it's not the case. Just take what I shared with you, run with it. You're going to make mistakes. That's what life is about. Like a missile going to the moon, you have to elevate your course along the way to actually hit your target market. So guys, that's my tip and overview. I hope you got value out of this. And before I end off this conversation, before I go and turn off the camera, if you are wanting to learn a little bit more, and this is just not for everyone, but this is for that person who's wanting change, if you want to learn how myself and a couple other people that are really close friends of mine have been able to create full-time incomes working part-time, blogging on the internet. If you're coachable, if you're trainable, you're willing to learn some things without doing anything technical, learning to attract endless amounts of people to you, all right, and your blog. If you want to learn to do this to build an income in a business, check out my site, connect with me. It's 123marketingtips.com. The link will be in the description below. I'll personally connect with you guys there, and I'll see you on the beach of the world. Take care.